Complexity Gaming getting that first pick will be banning out the Illidan. He is a little bit of a threat. Maybe they have a game plan and they don't want to go against him. And sure enough, it looks like they do. But let's get to Zeveron's ban, which is the Lost Vikings. I mean, the Lost Vikings, their experience soaking, the damage they can do with Longboat Raid is just really scary. So it's not a bad ban at all. Yeah.
You don't want to go against these guys, but Complexity with their first pick, they are going to solidify their support. Good mainline frontliner there, as well as all the heals. And you kill him off, doesn't matter. He has 7 more flash of healing, flash of lights healing ready for you anyway. So it's hard to keep down the man of the light with that Uther. But as I said, you got to really look for these lovely ladies of the storm. And with that Jaina Sylvanas response, Zeveron, ooh, coming out swinging.
Yeah, a lot of top-tier damage picks right there. Nothing out of the ordinary with that Sylvanas and Jaina. But Complexity's response, Vala, another high damage tier pick with the Tyrande. So they're looking to get that CC train a-flowing.
Now, I am putting strong emphasis here on Complexity Gaming picking up a Mirrodin in these last 2 picks. But to go with that Mirrodin, they got themselves now the double support. They are going to need another backliner. Is that going to be the Zagara? Is that going to be the Sergeant Hammer we've been seeing a lot of?
That'll be the tough one. I mean, it all depends on what does Zeveron want to leave open. If they were paying attention to how Complexity was playing, they definitely could just take the Zagara. I mean, I feel Zagara has a little bit more to bring than the Sergeant Hammer. And it also is a really nice denial to not have to deal with that Maw from Zagara. So I think Zeveron should probably try and pick it up. But as you stated, Complexity probably going to go for that Mirrodin, probably going to go for that Zagara if it's available. I wouldn't doubt just insta lock-ins, just boom, boom, and those are the 2 heroes that they want.
Yeah, well, Complexity looks like they've mapped out their selections extremely well. Zeveron's taking their time here, dipping into the bonus pool. They're not entirely too sure which way they want to go, but if I have to guess anything, they're going to want a cleanse. So will we see the only other healer that can with a Brightwing to go with this, or are they just going to try to suck it up and take it on the chin? I was actually sort of expecting Zeveron to go with an ETC, but it looks like they've actually solidified a Diablo.
I wonder if they're more afraid of the Diablo-Tyrande combo, and so they decided to, let's not give Complexity Diablo, and we'll take him, but lo and behold, Complexity doesn't mind. They'll take Mirrodin, hands down. I'm
pretty sure, like with that Diablo pick, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a Mirrodin. But, time will tell. The last pick up here from Zeveron, what do they still need? They need to put a support up. And, all right, if this is going to be a double support by the end of it, I'll be super surprised. But they are going to take those stuns on the chin, and they've actually solidified Rhaegar. So, will this be a Lightning Breath then? A Lightning Breath with an Ancestral? I mean, he's going to be soaking up that damage, or they're going to be running. Either way, you got yourself covered.
Yeah, Ancestral Healing with the Lightning Breath is just a really strong combo. I mean, you almost have to go with that. I don't know. That's really, the Rhaegar is interesting. I would have liked to see a Brightwing because of the Emerald Wind. It's just a really nice disengage, especially if somebody's getting stunned down. Like you stated, the cleanse is there to help save that player. I mean, it would have been a little bit better to see the Brightwing, but Rhaegar, he's going to have to be on the ball with those Ancestral Heals.
On the ball. I have fixed the map. It's not Cursed Hollow. Cursed Hollow. It is totally Dragonshire. So apologies about that, ladies and gentlemen. Production is hard. Kappa Wolves. Poor Kappa Wolves. Didn't even make it out of quarters, but c'est la vie. All right, so last pickups here. I'm still maintaining a Mirrodin and probably a Zagara. Zagara for the eat on the Lightning Breath, if that's going to be a thing. Otherwise, you have your still a really solid laner.
Yeah, for sure. And Complexity already going for that Mirrodin, taking a little bit of time picking it. They seemed like they wanted to question it. Like, maybe there's another hero. They could have gone for ETC, I suppose, but their Mirrodin Tyrande combo has been so strong along with the Uther. I feel like it would almost be a gimme to go for Mirrodin. Their last damage pick, of course, it almost has to be Zagara. I don't know what else you would go. And I am wrong. Wow!
I have been wanting to see this hero for a while. Say hello to the Queen of Blades, who was just recently featured in what do they call them? The Nexus Brawler, the Blood Brawler series?
Oh,
those posters on Twitter.
Kerrigan versus Nova, who will win?
And there's the second support coming out for Zeveron with the Tassadar. So Rhaegar Tassadar to hold that front line up, keep these lovely ladies safe so that they can do their damaging things. Force wall? Force wall? Force wall? Force wall?
I feel they'll probably go for the Archon. I mean, Force wall, it is nice, but I don't think the wall, it's a little bit more difficult to get that wall to cover the entire lane. There are some good chokeholds where it can be really nice, but at the same time, Kerrigan could go for the jump to allies. Muradin can jump to allies. Really, the only person that they could catch out is Tyrande and Uther, but even then, if you're already on Tyrande and Uther, you probably have the rest of the team in your face as well. I'm really interested to see this Kerrigan. Complexity Gaming just going for the CC bombs, just planning on making sure that Zeveron can't move at all. He's just keep in one place and kill him.
The bomb, yo. Absolutely the bomb. Well, yeah. 4 CC characters and possibly a 5th with the Reign of Vengeance. Complexity Gaming is looking like they want to take these fights. Take fights, get dragon, get paid. That's how life is wanting to go for them.
For sure. Sorry, my bad. Needed to ready up there in the spectator menu. I don't know if that
you don't
matters at all, but went ahead and hit that.
As a spectator, you are not required.
I am really excited to see how this works out, though. I mean, Complexity, their previous games, we were mentioning it before, their CC was so strong and they were able just to kill everybody so quickly. So it's going to be really exciting to see if Zeveron can deny that or not.
All right, guys, let's do it. Let's get into this Dragonshire matchup. It's going to be Zeveron taking on the Complexity. Really fun stuff today. Woo! Damn. All right. Game, please. Awesome. Everything works. Yes. I'm the best.
Sweet.
It's a good feeling when your product, like, actually works. All right. If you guys don't know them, on the left-hand side, Zeveron coming in strong, undefeated. Didn't even drop a single game today so far yet. But Equinox, Faye, Fury, drop that curse already, buddy. Mad Timmy and Coffin Luck going to be your represent.
And in the red side, we have Complexity Gaming. We've got Trummel, Caterpillar, Blinks, McIntyre, and Tiger JK. And that Owl is going to hit for a second time onto Equinox, knocking him off the
God, the damage, 152 damage.
Oh, and we could see a huge engagement. Matt Timmy just gone. Deleted instantly.
So, the roaming. What roaming comp are we going to see? Are we going to see the 4 back and forth? Will be a Kerrigan Tyrande. Will be a Kerrigan Muradin. Will be a Kerrigan anybody else. Uther. Like, the stun CC combos could be absolutely insane.
For sure, they really have the whatever pick they want, they can go for it, will be successful as long as Kerrigan is in that mix. I feel the Muradin is a little bit easier to get in there, but it still works with Tyrande. It's just since Muradin's stun will keep them in place, it's a lot easier to get that than Tyrande having to try to line up the CC.
So back and forth we go, and it does look like we are going to be ping-ponging somewhat between these two lanes. It's a little bit of a train going back and forth, but we do actually have Blinks up top up against Equinox. It's not exactly the best of lineups for Uther, but yeah, here comes McIntyre back into the fray, looking for blood once more.
Yeah, I got all his mana, went back for all of it. We'll get the stun on Coffin, and there is not enough time to even press E and get out of there. You're dead. Just that CC train is so much.
You can't press E when you're stunned. Confirmed.
Nope.
Stunned Tassadars die.
That's how you kill them. Don't let them move.
It's funny, even if you're stunned out, your automatic E, the prescience won't trigger either.
Wow, so that's a huge pickup for...
Yeah, I mean, this was the last pick Tassadar, and I understand, you know, they want that kind of double support mentality. They need that bruiser. But a lot of stuns can really just screw up that race car build.
For sure, and right now, Complexity is just taking command. It is a slight experience lead, but I think the fear once they leave lane is so massive. You see Equinox all the way back to his wall using the what's it called, the Haunting Wave, to make sure and check that bush to make sure that it's open. And the Complexity is just looking for any gank chance they have, and they finally hit it, but the stun is missed. McIntyre is running away, and he will get out of there with a little bit of life, but that gank almost turned very bad for them.
Almost, yeah. Mad Timmy has been dealing with Trummel, and once again, you know, Blinks and Equinox going back and forth. Just kind of keeping an eye on all of the lanes that we can. Level 4 hype is now achieved. We got double shields coming out. No healing wards from either side, because obviously Tassadar, well, you know, we got the healing totem, but that's obvious. The mental acuity from Tassadar.
It seems like, I mean, having that reduced cooldown to see where the enemy team is always nice. And the double shields coming out for Complexity Gaming, if anybody gets shadow charged and then flipped by Diablo, then it's really nice to have, you know, that extra sustained shields to keep them alive. So really playing to what the composition of Zeveron is, and Complexity is not going to give at all.
All right, so Blink still dealing with the top. We got a possible Kerrigan waiting in the wings here into the bottom. Tiger JK is now going to go through that as well, looking for the stun, looking for the no stun, but they should be able to get that shrine. And that would actually put us now with the double dragon hype. Still, level 6 though, going back and forth. Kerrigan does have Envenom, as Trummel, I think he'll be okay.
But unfortunately, Fury will not be, as that counter gank just turned really bad again. With the combo,
nice
barely misses. Really well played by Faye to dodge that. That was huge. That could have been really bad if Faye had dropped as well.
Yep. No, that would have been absolutely monstrous because, you know, Blinks, again, putting up the pressure top. We already got the pressure bottom again. McIntyre will solidify that shrine. We got Blinks and Equinox, but Blinks is going to force back. Cannot deal with that Archer as of yet. They do got level 7. What do we got for the 7s? We're still looking. There it is. The Cleanse from Uther. We also got Stormbolt, so this is the Mirrodin build that's been played all night. Reverberation into Thunderburn into now the Piercing. Look for Avatar at 10. But once more, you know, Searing Attacks, the Lunar Blaze, and Battle Momentum. So Kerrigan can't jump to allies, can she?
She cannot any longer, but that Battle Momentum is really nice because she can just auto-attack minions and get the combo right back. And as, hold that thought, Equinox getting very low, the Envenom goes down, the Lunar Flare goes down, nowhere for Equinox to go, and now that gives them the top shrine, but at the same time, the bottom shrine is being taken as well from Faye, so it's just the dance of the shrines. One team takes one, the other team takes the other.
All right, 7 back and forth. What do we got? It is going to be static charge, so a little bit more damage oriented now coming out from Cothan Luck. We do got Frostbitten, so a little bit extra damage punch there for the Jaina. Kind of needs it at this point. Earth Shield, Endless Death, and Unstable Poison. So Sylvanas looking to clear out waves and waves and waves of things. But fun times overall. It's still a little bit of an experience lead going to Complexity and crew, but Equinox, you know, after that gank, he's still up here into this top, and looks like he is going to be able to stop out this Dragon. Very close timing. Caterpillar was right there ready for that grab, but, you know, it should be now a roam. I would safely say you could expect a roam after that.
For sure, and right now, though, the Zeveron, was able to capture both shrines, so it went from both to Complexity to now both for Zeveron. But McIntyre is on the top side. He will take that shrine. The middle is absolutely fine. And the teams are just poking back, but wow, you see that damage from Equinox clearing the lane. Blinks just dropped down to half health. So much damage can come from that.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the middle of a creep wave with Equinox coming out with that Unstable Poison. He will tear you apart. Who was it? Sray actually did a video about it on YouTube. He just blows up a Tassadar instantly with all the explosions. It's like playing a Necromancer back in Diablo 2, just all the corpse explosions.
Oh, wow.
Not where you want to be. All right, both shrines blue hype until Dremel said no, and we do got those heroics right on the cusp here, Mr. J.
Yeah, probably look for Complexity trying to get the Dragon Shrine. They just hit level 10. We see Divine Shield, Avatar Strafe, Starfall, and Maelstrom on the Kerrigan. So planning to stick on top of everybody. No Ultralisk this game. And they'll just take those bottom 2 towers to push the lead a little bit further in their favor, since top towers are actually already gone.
Nice stun. Gonna keep Equinox a little bit busy, but can these two actually grab that? That's a silence arrow right in the face there of Caterpillar. He's actually gonna go for it. Yeah, he's gonna Avatar. There's a Stormbolt. Doesn't quite get him. Here comes the rest of the team. They will push off Cothan Luck, but now what can Equinox do when he's getting cornered like this? McIntyre's just gonna try to cut him off. Caterpillar is still in that Avatar. Stun, and that will be it for the Banshee Queen. She is going to drop to this form, and here's the Maelstrom. They're going to go for Fury, or at least, well, McIntyre was thinking about it. They didn't end up doing it after all, but, you know, mission accomplished. They get the kill. Heroics are there, and they stop out this Dragon threat.
We do see that Lightning Breath coming out of Diablo and Ancestral Healing, of course, out of Rhaegar, so probably look for Fury to soak up some damage, and maybe the Ancestral hits him, but The burst damage is so much. You can see it right here. The combo going down on from McIntyre onto Fury almost kills him, but he was able to survive. Got a shield from Cottonlock, but that damage is nothing to mess with. I mean, there may not be. He has to basically pop Ancestral Healing onto whatever target is getting CC'd the instant they get CC'd.
Yep, absolutely. So, you know, Fury will live for now. He is a big tanky beast. Holding 150 souls actually works out very well with that level 1 talent as well, because the more souls he has, the more hit points he has, the more regeneration he has. You can't get a tankier tank than a Diablo at this stage in the game. So if he does have all 150 souls, they're really going to be looking to leverage that hit point pool with the Ancestral to get off a really good Lightning Breath. But you know, it's hard. So much CC, which means if Fury goes in and the rest of the team has to follow suit, they just go around and they CC the heck out of him. They ignore the dragon, and well, they ignored the dragon.
Yeah, they were able to just get the dragon, and Fury gets field gold into the enemy fort of Complexity. He has nowhere else to go. He's gonna die. Cottonlock also almost getting the same fate. Caterpillar's a just sports star, kicking all of the players into their side of the field.
They're gonna go for Falcon. Wow, yeah, they're body blocking. That's a strafe stun dead. He is out of there. That is definitely the plays of a dragon you want to see on Sports Illustrated.
All the puns putting them into perfect location. Karis Fury getting caught out. Even Maelstrom pop. There goes the Ancestral, keeping it alive. Wow, and the counter engage from Zeveron, able to almost kill Blinks. He has to pop Divine Shield on himself. Really nice counter engagement from Fury almost dying to multiple members of Complexity falling.
There's that unstable poison working yet again there in the mid lane. Now, what was Caterpillar doing with this dragon the whole time? Everyone went bottom. There was a big team fight. A lot of heroics are now actually going to be down and out. But Caterpillar into the top was stopping out the big push, and he got both towers up there as well. Might not be fort hype, but we have all 3 gates now down here for Zeveron and crew. So this is going to be a little bit more exposed. If we do get another dragon going the way of Complexity, it means you can just march right up to a lot of these forts.
And it's really scary, especially with McIntyre on that Kerrigan. No walls to have to worry about. He can just go straight through and try and land his combo. So really nice pickup for Complexity Gaming. Zeveron has to be a little bit careful. They're almost 13. They don't want to take an engagement until they hit that, because right now Complexity has Shrink Ray and double sprint coming out onto Round and Kerrigan. And sure enough, there's the level 13 talents for Zeveron.
All right, so I kind of glossed over the fact that it was a Divine Shield. You did call it out, but it didn't really register. And that shield is absolutely like a fantastic idea, because Kerrigan goes in, she gets CC'd by what little CC I suppose that Zeveron actually has afforded to them. You just shield them, you get the Maelstrom, you got a big head start on the next set of shields there as well. I really do like it, and we already do have those double protective shields out there as well. So it's not quite the big CC chain with that Storm, but we still got a Fist, and we're likely to get a Benediction within this next level as well. So it's all coming together as we're about to be 16 on the back of that fort here for Complexity.
Yeah, that was a really nice pickup. 2 members of Zeveron were at the top side, and Complexity took advantage of it and just went to the bottom fort and took it. I mean, what are you going to do? Engage in a 3v5? No way. You got to give that fort. So Complexity with a nice pickup, getting ever so close to those 16 talents. Zeveron has to try something, and they may try it right here with that Muradin pick.
Yeah, but they don't have the CC to make it happen. I mean, Equinox can come in here all he wants and shoot his little bow and arrow, but it's just not going to phase the Dwarf. It's so close to 16 as well. I mean, he can just jump out. We don't have nearly the CC that we have available to Complexity, which is what makes this ridiculously scary. Because again, they also didn't take Brightwing, and without a Brightwing, they have no cleanse.
Yeah, without that cleanse, I mean, that is huge. It's even interesting to see Uther with the cleanse. I mean, the only CC that Zeveron really has is the slow from Jaina, and the roots from Rehgar, or the slow from Rehgar, and then Diablo CC. So it's more so going to be to counteract probably the Sylvanas silence, or getting the combo from Diablo. I mean, it's a little victory with that cleanse, but the fact that Zeveron doesn't have any cleanse, that's huge.
Yep. And that's what, you know, I don't want to say that's why they took the Uther first pick, but it's definitely lending itself to a very valid argument. So no map presence here from Zeveron. They are just going to have to give up this dragon, and McIntyre is going to be the one in it today. So they don't have to worry about a Kerrigan, but they do have to worry about this fort.
Yeah, those level 16s right now for Complexity are really showing their strength. I mean, they've got the Benediction, they've got Stone Form, they've got double Blood for Blood, and the Shooting Star, so you get more mana, so Tehran can drop more abilities down. And right now they're pushing that level 16 talent advantage right into Zeveron, saying, you want to fight? Let's do it right now. And Zeveron does not want to take that.
Caught in luck, just baiting out a little bit here. I don't know if that was actually a worthy bait or not, but he comes right back into it and loses pretty much all of his hit points. McIntyre is just going to try to chase him down. Does he have the prescience? He does have the prescience. So he will live, but that's going to be a short-lived affair.
Yeah, running up to the fort with the entire team of Complexity. Diablo now, Fury going in there. A little bit of a bad engagement, though. They have the dragon still, and they're just punting players away. Fury now getting that. The Ancestral will survive a little bit longer, but they are on full retreat right now. The silence going off, hitting so many members. Fury will die. Blinks is so low. Trummel gets away. And, I mean, a really nice pickup by Complexity. Will get that fort. Diablo does have enough souls, though. He will be back in the game.
Double forts. They got the Tassadar. They got a kill on top of the Diablo. As you said, he's back, but he doesn't have the souls, which means he's not as tanky as he used to be, which means he has to be a little bit more light-footed coming into this one. Now, he only needs 50 more souls in order to retain that reincarnation, but still, 18 to 15, they're a full talent tier down, and 3 levels. I mean, soon they're going to be looking at the Storm tier talents.
Yeah, level 20, once that arrives for Complexity, I mean, that's a whole nother game right there. And Zeveron's just about to hit 16. Complexity's already 18. They're going to be getting 20 well before Zeveron. But unless Zeveron can, like, you know, do something, catch somebody out, they have to do something. But with all the sustain, all the CC, the Divine Shield, like, it's so difficult for them to even get back into this. What do they need to do?
Well, I would say get a pick, but unfortunately, they just don't have anything to lock anyone down. I mean, if you try to lock down Kerrigan, she'll just counterstun you. You lock down... Well, Tyrande would actually probably be the best bet, but she has sprint. After the initial stun, if you don't kill her, she's going to run away. Same idea with the Kerrigan. Avala will just vault. Uther is Uther.
Yeah.
And that leaves you with Mirrodin, and you probably don't want to be taking on a Mirrodin face-on. It's just not going to win. And 3 levels, you know, that's a lot of base stats. It's a lot of, you know, scaling there for... So again, right there, I mean, Fury goes in, throws him over the shoulder, sprints out. That's it. You're done. There's nothing else to lock down anybody here from Complexity. So it's just a very solid comp that Complexity has. And for the first pick of Dragonshire that came out of Zeveron, they're really not playing to it.
Yeah, the picks from Complexity, I mean, taking that Uther first pick, really forcing Zeveron to have to go for that Brightwing if they wanted the cleanse, and then not going the cleanse. I mean, Complexity just has this game, I feel. They are getting pushed right now, but it's level 19 to 17, 2-level lead. They're really not too worried, but they may try and engage right now onto Equinox. He will Haunting Wave out, but gets stunned by Caterpillar. This could be his death.
Yeah, I don't know. Rhaegar with that really early Ancestral. I don't think they got big worth out of it whatsoever because they needed it here for Fury. Fury's going to drop before even the Lightning Breath is done. And there goes Mad Timmy. Wow, he just rogued during all that. Very crazy, but caught in luck. I mean, there's one looking for the second. Was that the Prescience? Was that the Dimensional? Doesn't matter. They just jump around him. Faye is now down. There goes the Tassadar. And coming out with nary a scratch. Complexity doing just some really good things right there.
Now they have level 20, so they're even more not afraid to engage. 2 rewinds. Mirrodin, oh, hold that thought. Blink's getting tossed by Fury. He is Uther, though, trying to run away. He is getting poked down a lot. Will they be able to pick him up?
Cleansed, he cleansed.
Oh, the fire stuff gets him.
He has Benediction.
Oh, he'll be back.
He has Redemption as well.
So he's got Redemption, 2 rewinds, Mirrodin and Tehran, a Bolt of the Storm for Vala in case she gets in trouble, and Kerrigan right now floating that level 20, but they have the Dragon. 2 members are still down for 10 more seconds on Zeveron. Complexity's looking at in this game right now.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a 16-minute Dragon. It's not the most powerful, but when you don't have a solid defense, it can really chew right through you. Here goes that strafe. Oh, again, Fury. Well, there we go. That's the combo we needed. Didn't get it last time, but they do get it here. That's going to be a kill again on the Uther. He's down, but a lot of flash of lights, and it won't matter whatsoever because the McIntyre still had that Dragon ready to go, and that will be that. Game number 1 will go to Complexity Gaming.
Wow. I mean, their composition so strong, getting all the CC basically on the board, forcing Zeveron to try and kill any of their players, but with such the huge burst heals from Uther, the divine shield, the escapability of Muradin and Vala, and then Tyrande and Kerrigan with all their CC. I mean, that was a really well thought out composition by Complexity.
Yeah, and it, well, got them a game. So we're gonna have to see what happens in game number 2.